right. Good morning and welcome to the Seven Figure Podcast. I'm your host, Thomas Edward, and with me is Aaron Gentzler and Amanda Stiltner, the publishers and valiant leaders of Seven Figure Publishing. How are you guys doing today?
Great,
Good.
Tom. Thanks.
Great. So we've done this previously, but we're doing a little retake for the YouTube. Need the high energy. Amanda, one of the first questions I asked you was, if you were to describe Seven Figure Publishing to a friend, how would you describe it?
So usually when I have to take one sentence and describe what I do, it's that Seven Figure Publishing is a place that does independent financial research to help regular folks become more wealthy on their own terms. And that's through market analysis, political analysis, looking at the news, many, many different factors.
Mm-hmm. Great. Aaron, what got you started in this business?
Being able to blend writing, communicating a clean idea simply with, as Amanda just said, market analysis, right? Mm-hmm. There's an awful lack of that for everyday folks in the market right now. Mm-hmm. Like most financial analysis is either corrupt or inept. Okay.
Yeah.
Corrupt in that it represents some sort of corporate or institutional interest that doesn't serve average people, or inept in that it brings regular folks ideas like, don't spend $2 on a cup of coffee every day. Well, if you add that up over the course of the year, you're going to save $520. $520 is not a life-changing idea for anybody. Like, everybody has different circumstances, obviously, mm-hmm. but a lot of the information that's out there just doesn't serve regular mainstream investors. So what's important to us at Seven Figure Publishing is like giving real people real ideas that they can act on to improve their life, their children's life, and everything that they do.
We started Seven Figure Publishing about a year ago. What would you say is the primary product that Seven Figure Publishing offers?
The primary product would probably be Ray Blanco's Technology Profits Confidential. In terms of total subscribers, it has the most number of active readers right now. Mm-hmm. And that's just because the ideas that Ray has been most excited about over the last 2 years, that more subscribers have come to him on those ideas, have been ideas like AR, VR, and cannabis, driverless technology. Like, Ray's done very, very well for his subscribers in the last 2 years by being in front of these trends that then became super profitable in the markets.
And how can our customers digest this content?
There's a few different ways. So depending on the newsletter itself, some things move quickly. We have a lot of fast-moving trading services that are more for a little bit more of an expert investor. So that is sent to subscribers at least once a week, but really whenever there's a good market opportunity, there's a good buy opportunity, or if there's something that needs to be sold, really those emails go out, I would say, throughout the week, because they're just, those subscriptions in and of themselves have so much action in them. For something like Technology Profits Confidential, which is a good place to start if you are not really sure how to enter the market, that is fulfilled once a week via email, but we also print out a monthly newsletter and we send it to subscribers via mail.
Great.
We know a lot of people still like to digest information that way.
So like email newsletter, we have a website, mm-hmm. You also get a print issue if you subscribe to that, and that's a yearly subscription, anywhere between $49 and $130.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Let's talk about that business model a little bit more. So we are part of the greater Agora companies. And that's a 30-plus year old business, right? What was the initial, talk to me about that, because you've been part of Agora for a long time now. What is the vision? What separates us from the competition?
What separates Agora globally, or what separates Seven Figure Publishing inside Agora?
That business model of alternative ideas, why would anyone come to an Agora company versus like a Forbes or Wall Street Journal?
I certainly don't mean to speak for Agora Inc., our parent company, but in my own opinion, I think people come to Agora companies because they realize that no one is going to ever look out for your future as intently or as closely as you will yourself. Mm-hmm. Agora, that's like one of the founding principles of Agora Inc., is that You can't depend on information that you receive on the news. You can't depend, in a lot of cases, on what you get from government officials. You can't depend on a stockbroker to always have your best interest in mind, right? If I'm going to succeed as an individual, if I'm going to grow my wealth for my family, I'm going to need to go out there and find the ideas where I can do it myself. Agora is pretty much founded on the principle that if you come seeking that information, there's a wealth of ideas available to you that will help you take control of your own future.
So would you say that there's a lack of trust in the primary information vehicles that a consumer might get? With the crash of 2008, a broker may have spread across, you're investing across multiple different investments.
Yeah.
And you have alternative.
Yeah, 100%.
We publish ideas and information, right? Financial newsletters. But we are in the trust business, right? I don't, as a publisher in this business, I don't want a sale if that sale isn't leading me to a relationship of higher trust with that subscriber. That's bad, because I'm not doing my job to fulfill their expectation of that sale in the first place. We are constantly in the pursuit of building that trust with that subscriber, over fulfilling their expectations, and hopefully giving them the ideas that they need to grow their wealth and do better.
And ideas that they won't find if they go on mainstream media. Go to CNBC, go to Forbes, you're going to read the same headlines over and over. Those people are in the business of reporting news, but also getting clicks and driving traffic to their sources. So you're going to read the same things over and over again. And I think there's a lot of distrust in what people are reporting these days.
Awesome. And that's one of the reasons I want to do this podcast, is to kind of talk about more of our message, why we're here, the benefits of subscribing. So if you get a $49 or $120 yearly subscription, you're getting a lot of value. You're getting Ray Blanco 20 hours of plus financial research a week that he's then combining and condensing into an editorial package that's easy to digest. People can get through it in a relatively quick time of their day, and then they're more informed in the markets. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Can I go back to 2008 real quick?
Yeah.
Because I think 2008 as an example answers really well the question of why we're in this business and why does this business exist, right? There were voices in mainstream finance that were saying, beware, watch out, there's all these stress factors in the economy, the housing market, like things could get very ugly. Those voices were out there, but voices in Agora were way ahead of that. There were people in this company writing about that topic and the threats to the economy in 2005, okay?
Yeah.
When it seemed like a wacky, weirdo, off-the-wall, out-there idea that had no chance of ever coming true. Well, guess what? It came true. And the entire financial system in the United States almost fell apart. I was in this business at that time, and it affected me and my family the same way it did the people that we were writing to. So that's real, right?
Yeah.
Being prepared for stuff like that, helping people make decisions that prepare them better for those unforeseen events, and then get through them and make more money on the other side. Fundamentally, that's why we're here. And that impacted everybody equally. Like, no American, right, reader, not a reader, know our business, don't know our business. No one was spared 2008. And we're here to help you get ready for what comes next.
It's a great segue to my next question. What is something you think that might come next? Mike Burnick just put out a letter yesterday saying the economy is really strong. Is there anything you're thinking in 2019 that our readers can expect us to cover?
I think market volatility is still going to continue. That's going to be here to stay for a while, but within that volatility, there's going to be opportunities, and that's what we're here. We're always about opportunity. There are going to be doom and gloom moments. There are going to be there's going to be a crisis again eventually. There's going to be hard times, but we're constantly trying to find the good in that to help rise people above everything that's going on around them.
Awesome. Any cool new financial strategies we're looking into right now? Any new products on the horizon?
In my own opinion, I think commodities could be due to come back. I think with market volatility, if there's shocks in the market, geopolitical or otherwise, in 2019, I think precious metals could have a really good year. We're also developing more unique trading strategies just to help Main Street investors take advantage of volatility in the markets in new and unique ways. So yeah, I think 2019 is, I mean, it's uncertain in many ways, as any new year ever is. Yeah. But I think we have a lot of good ideas in the hopper that we're going to be able to introduce in the year ahead.
Yeah, we just had a team meeting the other week about crowdfunding and how that's a new investment opportunity. Is there anything there you want to mention?
Yeah, it's the future. Equity crowdfunding in venture stage companies or early stage companies. As markets become volatile, equity crowdfunding has emerged as a new way that Main Street folks can take part in the best new ideas long before the IPO stage. Strictly speaking, if you're buying an IPO, you already lost because all the biggest money's been made before it ever comes to IPO.
Right.
So what we wanted to do is find a way to get regular folks in the best ideas earlier. We have some partners that we're working with. I think crowdfunding, equity crowdfunding, is going to be a bigger and bigger part of the business, especially the more volatile public markets become.
Yeah, so something current right now, Lyft, Uber, talking about doing an IPO early next year. It's like, could be the biggest tech IPO in many years. But people that got into that early were a small subset of people that were connected to the
venture capitalists and people with a lot of private money. Yeah.
And the normal small guys like us, we couldn't even.
Yeah, I'll go on record right now predicting that if Uber IPOs in 2019, I know they've filed the confidentiality paperwork and everything. The IPO is going to be absolutely bonkers, and then the first quarterly report's going to come out, and everybody takes a good close look at how that company actually works, and it's going to fall off a cliff. And like Facebook, years ago, they're going to have to find a way to become massively profitable because that's what public markets demand. Yeah. It's all fun and games until the books are open on a quarterly basis. I don't know. I suspect Uber would not be going public unless they had a model that worked and projected significant revenue coming soon. Yeah. But it's going to be a fun 6 months when Uber comes public.
Those damn scooters. Electric scooters everywhere now. I love them. All right. So to wrap up, for anyone new, we do have free subscriptions that you can sign up for, free newsletters, Tech Profits Daily, Wealth Watch. We talk about a lot of these things, and then to get any of these financial recommendations, we do have tiers up of additional services, all the way up to a maximum of weekly, daily flash alerts for more intense trading services. To anyone who's just getting started, is there any book or a recommendation of a good way to get in? Was there a favorite book of yours when you got started for investing?
When I first started here, I was handed a copy of Understanding Stocks and Understanding Options. Really easy to read, easy to absorb and understand. It's a really good way to baseline start. We also have a book that we put together earlier this year called 7 Keys to 7 Figures that goes over 7 different profitable parts of the market and how to get yourself started in each of those parts of the market. So I would recommend that. If you're not sure where to go, you're not sure where to start, we also have a ton of good resources on our website. Different brokerage firms that you can get started with, their contact information, their fees, tons of different primer reports on how to know the lingo of the market and what to tell your broker when you want to buy something. So that's all on the website too.
Awesome. Aaron?
I might have said this last time we talked, but all the dummies books. Yeah. Stock investing for dummies, options for dummies, like Amanda said, start at my recommendation to anybody just getting started would be to start at the highest level possible and just get a broad overview of how the markets work. What is a stock? What does a stock represent? How does a stock actually change hands, right? And then you hear these terms like high frequency trading. What is that? I go to Fidelity and I'm going to buy a stock. Is that being traded at high frequency? Get up to speed on lingo and what those terms mean. That's going to give you the skills that you need when you see an idea that really speaks to you and you want to take part in. You're going to be able to act on it quickly.
Awesome. Yeah, and we have a wide range of customers. Some who would benefit from learning a little bit more about it, but some that just don't want to, and we provide everything, for those people as well. So if it's just a little bit too complicated for you, and like I said, you can get 20, 30 hours of research condensed in a couple of pieces of editorial content. It's a big benefit.
That's an important point too. The actions to take that we publish inside the paid products we go to great lengths to make sure that they're as easy to digest and as executable as possible. Mm-hmm. So if you do decide that an idea is for you and you want to take action on it, like, we make that as easy as possible. Mm-hmm. It would be of no benefit to us or to our subscribers if we published stuff that was dense and I read it and I was like, okay, this is great, but now what do I do? Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We can't do that. So we go to great lengths to make sure that everything's as easy and digestible as possible.
Cool. So, this was awesome. Thank you for talking to me today. Hope everyone got something great out of this. So please check out more on our website, sevenfigurepublishing.com, and listen to our next podcast. Thanks.